Future and Metro dropped their long-awaited album, We Don't Trust You, and it's been on repeat this weekend. There's a ton of flames all over this record. Let's break it down song by song, tier list style, front to back, as we normally do. Let's go ahead and jump into this. First song is the intro on the album, and it's got a nice build up to it. I'll put it in A. It sets the tone to the album. I love the trumpets at the beginning. They come in at the end. It's one of the better productions, front to back on any of the songs on the record. I kind of expected more of a 7:12 p.m. approach from Future, coming at people's necks, talking a shit, a big banger, but I like the way that he kind of eased us into this album. Next after that is Young Metro. We're gonna have to put this up in S. Yes, The Weeknd is magnificent in the background with his background vocals, but my favorite part of the song is legitimately just the flow that Future uses. Is just so gross to me, bro. And yes, it maybe is reminiscent of a Gunna type flow. So many amazing parts of the song. It's so complete. It's so atmospheric and everything. And Metro added in his little touches all over this album. He did a great job. Then you get Ice Attack, which we are throwing this puppy up in S tier as well. I think the first part of the song is kind of low key. It's chill. I feel like that's the most beat switches Future's ever been a part of. I feel like Metro was just spamming those left and right, but it gave the song life. It gave it energy, and I just could not get over this chorus that kept repeating over and over again, and this just kept going on and on and on, and these flows and these performances from Future were so top notch and such a high level. It's everything you want out of a Future and Metro album. Ice Attack is perfect. Next after that you get Type Shit. Love how it starts off the rip. You keep the energy going, finally in this track list. Cardi on there, and kind of going back and forth a few times with Future. They sound so similar now that they're using their actual voices. I actually feel like the Travis, bridge or little verse that he has in the middle of the song, it's kind of got you floating. It's my favorite feature from Travis on this project. It did so much for the track and added another layer into it. Bells going on this beat. I mean, it's just a banger. Future's hook type shit, he's solid. He actually slid on a lot of choruses on here. I'll give him that. Claustrophobic. This is my shit, dude. This is an S. I just feel like a fucking boss. I feel like I'm riding around town in the back of a Maybach. I'm high class as fuck. Literally buying a new Maybach, he's getting claustrophobic. Buying a new mansion, he's claustrophobic. I love it. I love this luxurious type rap, and not every song has to be, the most hard-hitting banger on the track list. I appreciate these cuts as well from Future, more on the chill side of things. Then you get Like That, which we're gonna have to throw up an S tier. This Kendrick verse threw everyone by storm. It has started this beef in hip-hop, splitting us on multiple different sides, the Drake, J. Cole side of things versus, the Future, the Kendrick Lamars, and so on and so forth. This is quite the rap beef that this has spawned. He was coming at their neck. He said, fuck the big three. It's just Big Me. Made fun of him for teaming up on tour, all types of stuff. And then Future just slides and eats this chorus alive. This song would have been a banger even if Kendrick didn't do what he did on it. Such a jaw-dropping verse. I don't know what the sample is. Logic used it, Kanye used it. But either way, those synths or whatever is just flying around in the beat is amazing. This song just has so much life, so much energy to it. Like This is gonna be a song that we're talking about for eons. Then you get Slimed In, which is this very nice, chill cut from Future. I love kind of the spoken words that, Thug has in there, as well as a nice addition to kind of secretly feature him on the track list. I love this kind of eerie type of beat. Future just didn't really miss on his performances, his flows. It's a great album track. It's literally an A tier. Then we get to Magic Don Juan, Princess Diana song, which I will say I wasn't too impressed with this darker piano on the first verse. Metro cuts in the skits as he did, pulling from who knows what TV shows, Instagram. I don't know where he was getting these skits from on almost every single song, but when the beat switches and you get to that second half, really elevates the song and made it worth it. Future's talking about how he's a goat for fucking on a pop star. The skit cuts back in, and then the beat progresses just a tad one more time. It has more layers into it, so I actually really like the progression of this song. I think they did a good job. Same thing with Cinderella. I'm gonna put it at B. It doesn't mean that these songs are bad. I just kind of like playing them with the album. I liked Cinderella a lot more now than I first heard it. I will say I don't know what the snippet was. I heard about this song for a year. I honestly don't think it's anything too crazy, but Travis, nice little verse. It's a little late night type of drive, song, and I need to hear this one in the car, late at night. I am surprised that was such a big grail. I don't know. I've seen some people say it's their favorite, probably because they're biased a tad. Run Out of Time is honestly one of my most replayed songs. I'm just gonna have to put it in A. The A's and S's are really some crazy, thin line territory where it's hard to tell where I want to put these songs. But Run Out of Time, crazy melodic cut, more upbeat and happy, which I really like from Future. I personally would just take Out of Time from Self-Titled. I feel like those are very similar songs. Future's not reinventing the wheel here, but he does put us back in kind of a nostalgic bag a few times for sure on this section of the album. The middle section of the album is super underrated where we're at right now, because Fried She a Vibe, dude. I've been playing this one all day. I'm gonna sneak this one in S tier, but this song just catches on, and it's one of those kind of like club type of bangers I feel like a lot of people could enjoy, or if you're drinking or smoking or whatever, I feel like you're gonna be able to relate to it. It's gonna be a good kind of like party song, good aux song. Last few songs actually have a lot of replay value in my opinion. I think Ain't No Love is gonna be just a solid B tier. It's really close to A. I don't know if this is the one that Zaytoven had his little hands on, but he did a great job. Metro as well did a great job of putting us back into, I don't know, 2015 or something like that. And he continues that streak with an S tier with Everyday Hustle. This is the one with Rick Ross. Soul Sample beat. I don't know how you mess it up. I mean, if I hear Soul Sample, I mean, I'm automatically in. I think that's arguably one of the best on the entire track list. It motivates me so much. Rick Ross is always one of the safest features you can get on a song. I've known that for my entire life. And it's honestly pretty crazy that he unfollowed Drake and then featured on this album, adding a tad more drama into it. You know, it's one of those such high class songs from two of the most luxurious type of rappers in the game. It makes you feel some type of way. And then right after Ricky Rose's verse, you just get another beat switch, you know, kind of just flipping the sample one more time. And it just gives me a stink face, which there's a lot of moments on the album that do that for me. And then I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the switch up on this album for the next couple songs, because I think GTA is low-key kind of boring. It's not a bad song by any means, so I'm not gonna put it down at the bottom. It's still Future, he's still doing his thing. I just don't really like this darker type of production. It was fine at the beginning of Princess Diana, but then you had a beat switch, right? And then Cinderella, you know, at least you have Travis on there. But I don't know, GTA, this one was just kind of 4 minutes long of you know, I feel like I just came off of one of my favorite tracks, and the next one just couldn't really match it for me. And then Seen It All, I'm just gonna barely put this up in B. I find it just a tad better than GTA. Still kind of a lot more chill, kind of darker, you know, type of production on it. I like the skit that he brings back in there as well for that one. It adds a lot to it. I think Seen It All is a slightly better version than GTA, and I would have just cut GTA from the track list completely. And then track 16, towards the end of the album here, is What the F You Mean. You know, we can move it up in S tier. I might change some things around. He has lots of flow switches on that song, and yeah, the hook kind of can get repetitive at times. I'm not sure if you actually want to call Where My Twin At a bonus or not. That is actually a very good A tier. It actually kind of made me sad, and we could have gotten maybe another song like this on the project, but he saved this one for last to talk about Thug and where he's at. He's in the courtroom, and it, you know, it hits my heart, and it sucks because, you know, Future and Metro and, you know, Thug would have been really on this project. I'm really happy with my We Don't Trust You tier list. Honestly, let me know in the comments below. Let me have it if it's good, if it's bad. Let me know your favorite songs on the album. I'm really curious. I think this project is one of the best this year, hands down. And when we're talking about Future's catalog, this is one to bring up towards the top end. Of course, you have Dirty Sprite 2, you have, you know, Self-Titled, you have World on Drugs. Those are some of my favorites from Future, but this project right here was quality. But other than that, thank you guys for watching all the way to the end of the video. I have a second channel, subscribe to me there, Twitter, Instagram, subscribe to this channel as well for me too, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.